The Caribbean's travel and tourism sector is recovering at a faster rate than any other region in the world, with its contribution to GDP expected to rise more than 47% this year compared to 30.7% globally, reveals new research from the World Travel and Tourism Council, Wttc. The council, which represents the global travel and tourism private sector, says that the recovery of the sector globally has been hindered by the lack of international coordination, severe travel restrictions, and slower vaccination rates. However, the Caribbean is now benefiting from more relaxed restrictions around the world and low infection rates, which is in turn boosting international travel spend and aiding the region's swift economic recovery. According to a release from the WTTC, while the global economy is set to receive a modest 30.7% year-on-year increase from travel and tourism in 2021, representing $1.4 trillion and is mainly driven by domestic spending, the Caribbean region can expect a year-on-year increase of 47.3%, representing an increase of nearly $12 billion, driven by both international and domestic travel spend. However, while the Caribbean is recovering faster than other regions, this is still below its performance in 2019, a record year for the sector where travel and tourism represented more than 14% of the region's GDP, contributing more than $58 billion to its economy. Last year, in which damaging travel restrictions brought much of the international travel to a grinding halt, 680,000 travel and tourism jobs were lost across the popular holiday region, equating to almost a quarter of all jobs in the sector. However, this year, the research reveals an expected 12% rise in jobs, compared to a meager 0.7% globally, with a similar potential year-on-year jobs rise across the sector next year by a positive 11.5%. According to the research, the sector's contribution to the region's GDP and the rise in jobs could be more positive this year and next if 4 vital measures are met by governments around the world. These measures include allowing fully vaccinated travelers to move more freely, irrespective of their origin or eventual destination, and the implementation of digital solutions which enable all travelers to easily prove their COVID status, in turn speeding up the process at borders around the world. The measures also include the recognition of all vaccine authorized by the WHO and/or SRA and the agreement with all relevant authorities that international travel is safe with enhanced health and safety protocols, as well as vaccine equity to ensure no region is left behind. This, in turn, could have a positive effect on employment, with 15% increase in jobs this year and a year-on-year increase next year of 18.6% to over 2.8 million, more than 75,000 more jobs than in 2019, when the travel and tourism sector was at its peak. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.